Do you guys see anything wrong with the scenario just now? Let's take a look. From here, we can see several problems being done by a student which is normally happen in real life. First, we can see that she is using an extension wire with multiple plug. Second, she is using the appliance what is being charged. And even worse, she using the earphone which connected to her phone. All of this action may cause the electric shock. When an electric current touch or flow through the body, this is known as an electric shock. It happens whenever there is live electricity. The effect of an electric shock range from none to all severe injury and death. Everyone who receives a high voltage shock or an electrical burn should seek medical advice immediately. Electric shock can result from contact with 1. Faulty electrical appliance or machinery. 2. Household wiring. 3. Electrical power line. 4. Lightning. 5. Electrical outlet.
Hello, Bil.
Hello?
Apa kat tu?
Ada ni kat bawah.
Oh, tak wait, kalau pun buka saja tu. Tu. Cik. Cuba sikit. Cik.
Hello? Call. Hello? Ada orang pingsan? Ikut elektrik?
Dekat sini.
In the scene that we are watching, we can see that the action made by the passerby is similar to what we observe in our daily life. As we can see, they are aware of the dangers that surround them. They use whatever they can find to try to remove the fatalities from the electric current. They then check the victim response and discover that the victim is unconscious. They also check the victim's airway to make sure she is breathing before contacting an emergency hotline and DRABC is one of the things that we can do. D referring to danger, R stands for respond, A stands for airway, B stands for breathing, and C is for circulation. For danger must be avoided at all costs. Before we can act, the area around the casualties must be safe. The hazard can be eliminated by turning off the power source and removing any electric conductors around the victim before we can come close to them. Next, seek a response from the casualties. If there is any current on the victim body, we should try to assess it by the back of our hand. This is to avoid our hand to grab along with the casualties and transfer the electric current to us. Check for a response by touching the shoulder and use loud and clear voice. As the casualties is unconscious, use the jaw thrust or head chain raise to ensure the airway is not being obstructed. Then, we can place the victim in the rest posture and monitor their breathing. Observe the breathing through looking, listening, and feeling. Finally, we should check the circulation to see if there is any bleeding by assessing the pulse, skin condition, and skin cut. The majority of electric shock victims require CPR or cardiopulmonary resuscitation. First, ensure that you have called an emergency hotline for assistance. Then do 30 chest compressions and 2 rescue breaths. Repeat till an ambulance arrives. So things we can respond to the problem quickly are by conducting DRABC and calling for aid. Avoid proceeding if in danger. We do not want another victim. And the best part of providing assistance is that we must be confident in ourselves. If we are unsure, we should seek assistance from others.
Okay.
So, let's take a look on the do's and don'ts of action that need to be taken by a person that deals with the conscious patient of electric shocks. Firstly is separate patient from the electric shock source. Avoid directly touch the patient to reduce the risk of electric shock. Check for other injuries, if any, rinse with moderately cold running water until the pain goes away. Call for ambulance and paramedic if present. Next, while dealing with patient of electric shock, there are also tips that need to be aware of people to avoid, which is first is apply ice, butter, oil or any dressing that sticks to the electric shock injuries. Next is to never touch the skin of a person who is receiving an electric shock directly. Approach the victim affected by the high voltage shock until the switch is completely turned off or there is a risk of explosion. Electric shock cases happen in Malaysia, and the record also showed that this type of injuries does bring high risk of death. For example, as in case 1 above, electric shock due to the flood occurred and death of 3 siblings in Kelantan, Tumpat, on late of December 2022, which is a very recently cases. Thus, people must be aware of electric shock issues to overcome it from occur that may cause death.